A few months ago, we got our hands on this Ford Focus Millennium Edition. However, since the Hastings road trip, it's been sitting here gathering dust.
Yeah, with no MOT and only a rough idea of what's actually wrong with it, we decided to try and get it back on the road.
However, as you're about to see in this footage, it was a lot worse than we thought.
You join us at Fratelli's, home to some stunning cars, and of course, my Focus. I was really excited to see the Focus up on the ramps, but Dave wasn't as optimistic.
This is an MOT failure, isn't it, already? Just looking at it.
Despite his words of wisdom, the Focus smashed it through the bulb test with a full set of working brake lights. Ish.
That is solid.
It's because the handbrake's on.
Oh, right.
It begins. There's definite ball joint issues, which may have already been found.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah?
Lower ball joint.
Lower ball joint.
Is that a failure?
Not yet.
State of this, Matt.
What's wrong with it,
You
Dave?
should be ashamed.
You always say that. I think it's... Okay, run away. I want to see this exhaust underneath. I want to see what it looks like, because I know it was bodged when he did their road trip, and I want to see exactly how bodged it really is. Jesus. It's not... It's...
No way, we could pull that out.
Say that's a failure.
Would you say that's a failure?
Yeah,
Just about.
Just a little bit of a failure.
Mechanic Dave then tried to shift focus away from the Focus by showing off his tyre knowledge.
That's a good looking tyre, isn't it?
Ah, this will be the welding jobs they did, I assume.
I normally just paint over the rust as well. That's probably what I would recommend.
So what does this side look like then? That's okay, I thought it was a hole for a second.
It's like brand spanking.
That's a good thing, we've got a good side.
Oh no, he's getting his wand out.
Oh,
I've seen
no.
this before.
Run away. This is the sad ball joint hunt, because it does clonk.
There you go, that ball joint this side.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah. Two lower ball joints.
Ball joints both sides.
Love that.
Is this, hang on, this is cable tied on.
No, this is the aircon unit. This is why the aircon doesn't work. It's just...
You can't, that's a failure.
It's been crashed quite a lot into a rock by Ethan. But I was expecting it to be worse underneath. It's still not good.
Great, so you need some ball joints.
Two lower ball joints. Near side front fog light.
Yes.
Because it will fail on that. And an exhaust.
Okay, so actually, it's a
you've got
pretty
an
good
exhaust.
car. It's only mildly ruined, which is good. It's crusty, but it's not structural crusty, as far as we're aware.
And MOT inspector on a really good day.
Yeah.
So it might be worth investing in some cakes.
Oh yeah. We can do plenty. You're good at making cakes, aren't you?
No.
Oh, we're in trouble then. Okay, that's good. These are simple things. I was fully expecting to go underneath and find, one whole sill just caved in. So there we are. It turns out she's not as bad as I thought she was. We're going to get some mechanical bits sorted, obviously, to get it through the MOT. Before we do that, though, I want to give it a nice big deep clean inside and out and get it looking a bit sharper, because currently it's filled with sand. After dumping all my rubbish out into Dave's unit, I began hoovering, but immediately lost interest and went home. Unfortunately, the next morning, Dave was in first.
I literally don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I can't get to my stuff. I mean, what's this? Welcome to another episode of What the Heck is Going On with Dave's Unit. In today's special feature, we're going to be taking a look at all Matt's rubbish. I mean, come on. What we're looking at is the insides of his brain. Are they my cloths? These are my expensive cloths as well. I mean, it's like a shanty town. Matt just brings all sorts of rubbish. I've got a stairgate over there. I've got just random... All right, the cloths are mine. I'll admit that. Everything else, I don't know. I haven't even got an answer. I know he likes it, but it's not even a decent car. I mean, look, even the headlighting's saggier than a pensioner's. I mean, what is this? Is it a bit of toast? See, Matt's probably looked at this and said, we'll keep it for a rainy day. And then he's got this. Oh, don't worry, just in case you're going to lose another handle. Oh, we might need another mirror just on the off chance we have a crash. What has happened to those wheels?
Now, it was safe to say Dave wasn't very impressed by the state of the Focus, but he especially didn't like the boot lid.
Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to be getting any work done today. Oh. Now forget it.
At this point, Dave lost all interest in the Focus, so I called my mate Ollie to give me a hand and left Dave with his brand new fly friend.
Now that we've finally moved all the sand out of our Focus, it's time to get on to the next job, which is replacing some of the rotten parts on it. So we had some bad ball joints, we had some exhausts which weren't particularly on. Thanks for that, Alex. I can't really do this by myself. I'm definitely going to need a hand, which means it's time for my mechanic. So one of the biggest problems we had was our ball joints were absolutely knackered. You can actually buy these individually, but they are sort of pressed into these arms. It's actually easier just to buy the whole arm, and then you've got brand new rubber throughout. So that's the easier thing to do. That's what we're going to do. We've got both of them, so that's the first job. No, not at all. No, no. I can't help but notice there is some serious rustage going on. I know it's just a thin wing. It's not too bad. I'm slightly concerned about... Oh my... Oh no! Look how much, like, Focus mulch I've got. That's incredible. That's fine. Oh no!
What are you doing? Are we going to witness your death?
I'm trying to get a bolt off and it won't come off. Look, I'm going to do it. Ready?
No wonder all he's done is backing.
I've tightened myself.
Eventually we got the seize bolt off, and with some professional tools, the first arm was off.
Hey,
Fine.
Oh, I think you got bigger issues. You've got rust holes in your actual control arm.
The control arm has rotted away.
Let's see how weak it is.
Oh no. Oh. Oh, it's just gone. It's just gone.
I think it's a bit...
I thought I'd celebrate the moment by showing Angry Dave the damage.
This is my new Maraca. Have you seen it?
Is that dangerous?
Yes, very.
Okay.
I was demoted to Chief Tool Finder,
Thanking you.
and with me out the way, he got the driver's side finished and started on the other side, but wasn't very impressed by my cheerleading.
Doesn't look as rusty as the other one, though. I mean, never mind.
Never mind. Right, I'm going to keep myself entertained and try and fix the fog light which has come off, which is again another MOT failure if you haven't got both of them working and your car comes with them. So while he does that and does the proper mechanical stuff, I'm going to do the electricals. It's always a good idea to get a colourblind person to do wiring, so we're going to give it a go and see what happens. Oh dear.
It turns out my wiring skills are so bad, even Dave's dog didn't want to see them. This encouraged Ollie to get the other side finished so he could come and show me how it's done.
Mate, we have focus. The ball joints are good.
No more play.
Life is better now in the yellow Focus. I feel like this is like bring a child to work day, you know, and it's like work experience. I just sit there and watch it be done properly because I'm not capable of doing it.
Although almost immediately I regretted bringing Ollie to the front of the car.
Right, what's the problem then?
Well, this is all bent, all the bumpers cracked, and it looks like you've either got a coolant leak or an oil leak.
It's slightly worse than we thought it was.
Oh, that's even better. Look
What?
at your gear linkage.
No, not the gear linkage again. Don't do this. How do we not see this?
Well, while we're under it, let's plug your fog light in and see if it works.
Oh, it's just a fog light moment.
It sure is.
We may have an oil leak, we might have no gears, but the fog light might work.
Fog light now working, I tried to redeem some points by doing an oil change all by myself.
Oh, right. We're getting on for about 10 o'clock at night now. Underneath a crap Focus, just trying to get this oil change done. Let's see how bad it is. Oh, oh dear. Right, Dave's going to be angry now, but it's coming. That could have gone so much better.
What have you... Oh, Matt!
Yeah?
What the hell have you done?
Mate, I've oiled myself.
After ruining my jeans,
These are like Such good genes.
I gave up and called it a night. The next day, Ollie came to work with me and we found something else to put in Dave's unit. 2 baby mice that are actually in worse condition than a Focus after a freezing cold night. We are feeding them, warming them up and releasing them back where we found them tomorrow.
How much engine is inside of here?
It looks pretty good. Nothing sparkly. If we put that down there for a second.
Okay. Alright, new filter time. That's not the right size. Oh no. So we've got like the aerodynamic filter now. It's smaller. Right, well, it's going in anyway. We're not going back to the shop. It's going to have a racing filter in it now. Never mind. Boy, oh my gosh, it's dripping. We've let this drain overnight and it's still coming out. Stop. Other than the fact they've been done up by the Hulk, we'll see the state of them in a second.
Feels like someone's impacted them in.
It's a boy. Oh no, it's a spark plug.
That looks pretty good.
After checking all the spark plugs and establishing there was absolutely no oil getting into cylinder 3, we investigated the next issue.
So when you start the Focus up, and this has been a problem for a while, and when you rev it, it feels down on power and it idles really, really rough occasionally. Sometimes it will just idle about 3k RPM. Ollie's just taken off the idle control valve. We haven't got a replacement part, we've only got this one. So we're trying to clean this up and get it looking a bit tastier. And then if this doesn't work, we'll go and buy another one.
I ordered a new idle control valve and then we moved to the back where things got bad. Really bad.
This car really needs some serious love. Like, serious.
Where
A lot of love and a lot of money needs to be spent on this.
Things are going from bad to worse. We've just checked the other side as well. Right, we need to get new wheels on this because I'm not driving it like this. This is silly.
I think this car needs a lot of love. Like, a lot of love. Everything's rusty, all the arms are rusty, the subframe's rusty, there's holes starting to appear in the bushings are falling apart. There's rubber hanging out of the bushings on the rear passenger side. Everything's just flaking off.
Okay guys, now's a really great time to say we have like a members page where you can see behind the scenes and loads of other cool things about all the cars that we work on. It's £2 a month, it's as cheap as we can make it, and thank you.
Establishing the car needed a lot of love. We wasted no more time and cracked on.
Right, the good news is the exhaust is finally on. But yeah, we're about as knackered as my egg-shaped wheels. Yeah, it's getting on for about 11 o'clock now. So we're going to call it a night, go to work tomorrow, and then the following evening spend some more hours on this absolutely brown yellow nugget. It's another day and another new bit for the car.
Ollie replaced the idle control valve and now the Focus runs so much happier. So all that was left to do was the brake light. For the first time in the last 3 days, this was an easy, straightforward job. With the brake light reassembled, we crossed another job off the list. Next time on the Focus series, we'll be finishing our list and putting it through an MOT and of course, taking it on some epic adventures.